Let me break something to you. Attraction isn't about looks, status, or even charm. It's about strategy. And most men fail because they chase instead of creating an irresistible pull. You might think she's out of your league, or maybe she's already made it clear she's not interested. But here's the truth. Women don't always know what they want until you show them. Yes, even the one who's ignoring your texts or keeping you in the just friend zone can find herself drawn to you, but only if you know how to flip the script. And no, this isn't about manipulation or tricks. It's about understanding how attraction really works. The problem is, most men don't understand women at all. They act needy, try too hard, or give up altogether. None of that works. Women are drawn to men who know their worth, not guys who beg for attention or try to prove they're good enough. Attraction isn't about convincing her you're the best option. It's about making her realize she doesn't want to lose you. That shift doesn't happen when you're chasing her or catering to her every whim. It happens when you become the man she can't ignore. And yes, this applies even when she says she's not interested. So what's the secret? It starts with flipping your mindset. Stop thinking about her feelings for you and start building your value internally and externally. Women are wired to respond to strength, confidence, and mystery. The moment you start acting like she's the prize, you lose. But when you live like you're the prize, something changes. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to attract any woman, even the ones who seem uninterested. This isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about understanding how to position yourself as the man she can't stop thinking about. The quickest way to lose a woman's interest is by trying too hard to win approval. Many men fall into this trap, thinking they need to say the right things, act a certain way, or avoid offending her. This approach screams insecurity. The moment you start caring too much about what she thinks, you give her all the power. And when she has all the power, attraction dies. Women are naturally drawn to men who seem unaffected. Confidence is irresistible. When you prioritize her opinion over your own, you send the message that you value her more than yourself. That's not attractive, it's weak. Instead of worrying about what she thinks, focus on being the best version of yourself. You'll be surprised how her perception changes when you stop chasing validation. This doesn't mean being rude or dismissive. It's about detaching emotionally from her approval. For example, if you're on a date, don't overanalyze her every reaction. If she laughs, great. If she doesn't, don't panic. Be comfortable enough in your skin that her response doesn't affect your mood. Imagine you're texting her and she suddenly stops replying. The average guy would double text, overthink, or ask if he did something wrong. Instead, you send your message and carry on with your day. When she replies later saying she was busy, your response is calm. No worries, I figured you'd get back when you could. Then you switch topics or end the conversation on your terms. You show her you're not desperate for her time or attention. You're signaling that while you enjoy her company, you don't depend on it for happiness. That subtle shift makes her wonder why you're so composed and self-assured. When you stop caring about her opinion, you become a man who's harder to impress. Women are drawn to that challenge. If you want to attract any woman, even one who seems uninterested, you need to shift the spotlight from her to yourself. Most men make the mistake of investing all their energy into impressing the woman instead of improving their own value. A woman won't value you if you don't first value yourself. Focusing on your own value means becoming the kind of man who is naturally attractive. This isn't about faking confidence or trying to look perfect. It's about developing yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally to the point where you stand out without trying. When you prioritize yourself, you become the man who doesn't need to chase women. Let's say you're interested in a woman who seems distant. Instead of texting her all day or forcing plans, you focus on yourself. You hit the gym, eat better, dress sharper, and build your skills. Maybe you pick up a new hobby or post about your progress. Weeks later, she notices your changes. She asks why you've been busy. Now she's intrigued because your life is fulfilling with or without her. When you focus on your value, you flip the dynamic. She starts investing in you. A man who works on himself is a man women can't resist. Stop wasting time convincing her. Invest in yourself. The results will speak louder than words. Chasing a woman is the fastest way to push her away. Think about how you feel when someone hovers around you, desperate for attention. It's overwhelming and suffocating. Women feel the same when men chase them. The more you run after her, the more you show you don't have options, and that's a turnoff. Instead of chasing, focus on creating mystery. Women are naturally drawn to what they can't easily figure out. If you're always available, always texting first, or always eager to meet, there's no challenge. The excitement fades. Mystery doesn't mean playing games or lying. It's about holding back just enough to keep her intrigued. Don't overshare every detail about your day. Keep it simple but interesting. Have a life that doesn't revolve around her. When she sees you're not always available, she starts wondering about you. That curiosity makes her pay closer attention. Mystery leaves room for imagination. When you're not constantly explaining yourself or seeking approval, she fills in the blanks. She thinks about you more because there's a sense of the unknown. Attraction isn't just about what's seen or said, it's about what's felt. When you stop chasing and create mystery, you trigger emotions she can't ignore. She starts to feel the pull of wanting to know more. Women are drawn to men who are secure in themselves and don't need to prove their worth. So stop chasing. Make her chase the chance to understand you. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing. Silence is a tool most men overlook. It's not just about what you say, but when you choose not to speak. Most men talk too much. They fill every gap, explain themselves endlessly, or bombard her with messages when she's quiet. This doesn't show confidence, it shows desperation. Silence shows patience and self-assurance. A man who can handle silence radiates confidence. Women interpret this as strength. For example, if she doesn't reply to your message, don't follow up or ask what's wrong. Let the silence work. She starts wondering what's on your mind. That curiosity can build attraction. Silence also works in disagreements. Instead of rushing to defend yourself, let her words sit. It diffuses tension and forces her to reflect. Beyond words, silence is about presence. A quiet moment together without the need to fill space can be deeply intimate. Mastering silence shows you're comfortable in your skin and in control of yourself. Women notice this, and it's powerful. Most men make it too easy for women to figure them out. They reveal everything in the first few conversations, from interests to life stories. This kills attraction. Without mystery, there's no curiosity. Men often think being an open book makes them likable, but it makes them predictable and boring. Women are drawn to what they can't fully understand. If she can predict you, she loses interest. Curiosity is what keeps her hooked. Instead of sharing every detail, leave some gaps. If she asks about your weekend, don't give a full itinerary. Say you have a few things planned and leave it there. Now she's wondering. Curiosity keeps her engaged because she wants to know more. This isn't about being evasive or fake. It's about not oversharing or trying too hard to impress. When you create curiosity, she starts thinking about you instead of the other way around. That's how you keep her coming back. Attraction isn't just physical, it's about emotional tension. This invisible thread keeps her thinking about you when you're not around. Most men fail to build it. They play it safe with polite, predictable conversations. Women don't fall for safe. They fall for men who make them feel. Emotional tension comes from engaging her in ways that surprise and challenge her. It might be teasing her playfully or confidently disagreeing. These small moments of friction mixed with fun keep things interesting. Another way is pacing. Don't rush to resolve every silence or awkward pause. Let it sit. That pause makes her wonder about your thoughts and builds intrigue. Attraction isn't only about happiness or laughter. It's about a range of emotions. If she feels nothing, she moves on. Building tension takes confidence, but it makes you unforgettable. One of the biggest mistakes men make is failing to set boundaries. They bend over backward to please women at the cost of their own comfort or values. That doesn't make you attractive, it makes you a pushover. Women don't respect men who can't stand up for themselves. Without respect, there's no attraction. Boundaries show self-respect. They're not about saying no to her, they're about saying yes to yourself. Imagine she cancels plans repeatedly. Most guys let it slide, hoping she'll take them seriously. A man with boundaries won't tolerate it. He'll calmly say, if you're not sure you can make plans, let's not commit until you are. This isn't confrontational, it's respectful. You're showing your time is valuable. She either adjusts or she doesn't, and you walk away. Either way, you win. Boundaries make you more attractive because they show you're in control of your life. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits, but most men get it wrong. They tell people they're confident instead of showing it. Women don't care about your claims. They care about how they feel around you. Truly confident men don't brag, explain, or seek validation. Their presence says it all. Confidence can't be faked. It has to be real. It's quiet, not loud. It's knowing your value without proving it. Too many men confuse arrogance with confidence. Arrogance is loud and insecure. Confidence is calm and secure. It comes from being comfortable in your own skin, not chasing approval. It's in the way you speak, listen, and carry yourself. When you're confident, women feel it. You don't need to prove it, you just live it. Another trap men fall into is trying to be the perfect guy. They think saying the right things and doing everything right will win her over. Perfection is unattractive. Women don't want flawless. They want real. Trying to be perfect shows insecurity. Women can sense it. Being authentic is what attracts them most. You don't need all the answers or to be the perfect gentleman every moment. You just need to be genuine. Show your flaws. Be real. Women respect men who are comfortable with their imperfections because it shows confidence. Stop trying to be her idea of perfect. Be yourself. That's more than enough. The most powerful move is being willing to walk away. Most men fail here. They hold on too tightly, afraid of losing her. That desperation kills attraction. Strong men know their value isn't tied to one woman. If she's not showing you the respect or effort you deserve, you walk away. You're not being rude, you're being strong. Too many men fear rejection. They stay in weak positions, but walking away shows strength. It shifts the power dynamic. She realizes you won't beg. If she steps up, great. If she doesn't, you saved yourself time. Either way, you win. Women are drawn to men who aren't afraid to lose them. Attraction is not about chasing her, it's about becoming the man she wants to chase. Your value isn't determined by her interest, it's by how you carry yourself and the standards you set. If you feel like you need to work overtime to earn her attention, the problem isn't her, it's you. Stop making her the prize. The real prize is becoming the man who doesn't beg for anyone's time or affection. Have you been in situations where you felt like you were chasing a woman who didn't deserve it? Share your stories in the comments. Let's build a conversation around this. I'll be reading and might even reach out to connect with you personally. Thanks for watching, and as usual, this is the Stoic approach to life.